light, the universe, and the human being. The key to understanding the communication between the universe and humanity is surprisingly simple: light. The sounds we hear, the images we see, the signals transmitted by spacecraft, and even the traces that have filled the universe since the Big Bang, all of these, though appearing in different forms, share the same essence: electromagnetic waves, in other words, light in its many manifestations. In this sense, the symbolic idea that humans are children of light gains profound meaning. We often say that light takes years to reach Earth from distant stars, using the term light year as if it were a unit of time. In fact, a light year is a unit of distance, not time. Light always travels at a constant speed of approximately 300,000 kilometers per second. The reason light from distant stars takes so long to arrive is not because time itself moves slowly, but because the universe is unimaginably vast. This same principle governs communication across space. When spacecraft send sound and images back to Earth, actual sound and pictures do not travel through space. Sound requires air, and in the vacuum of space, it cannot propagate. Instead, sound and images are converted into electrical signals, encoded into electromagnetic waves, and transmitted as light. Whether radio waves, microwaves, or visible light, all are forms of electromagnetic radiation, capable of traveling through a vacuum at the speed of light. The signals sent by Voyager 1 and Voyager 2, now far beyond the boundaries of our solar system, are no exception. The signals we receive today left those spacecraft roughly 20 hours ago. At such immense distances, the probes cannot transmit vivid images or rich data. They send only minimal scientific information and basic system status signals. Yet these faint signals testify to something extraordinary: that objects created by human hands have escaped the solar system and continue their silent journey into the unknown. Meanwhile, we ourselves live immersed in an ocean of light. Radio waves, television broadcasts, mobile phone signals, satellite communications, and Wi-Fi constantly flow through the space around us. The reason we can instantly hear voices and see images whenever we activate a device is that these electromagnetic waves already fill our environment, waiting to be decoded by receivers. But these waves do not linger near Earth. Once emitted, electromagnetic waves continue traveling outward at the speed of light, leaving our planet and spreading into space. The broadcast we watched moments ago has already departed Earth, instantly replaced by new signals. The electromagnetic environment around our planet is not a stagnant pond, but a continuously flowing river. This leads to a fascinating thought experiment. If an intelligent civilization existed dozens of light years away, equipped with technology comparable to ours, they could, in theory, detect Earth's past radio broadcasts and television programs. However, such signals would be unimaginably weak, requiring extraordinarily advanced detection and decoding methods. Moreover, modern communication technologies increasingly focus on targeted transmission rather than broad broadcasting. As efficiency increases and energy output decreases, fewer signals escape into deep space. Ironically, as our communication becomes more advanced, Earth grows quieter to distant observers. To deepen our understanding, we turn to the oldest light in the universe, the light of the Big Bang. About 380,000 years after the Big Bang, the universe cooled enough for light to travel freely for the first time. That ancient radiation still exists today as the cosmic microwave background. Though it has not vanished, cosmic expansion has stretched its wavelength and reduced its energy, transforming it into faint microwave radiation with a temperature of about -270.45 degrees Celsius. As space expands, the wavelengths of light traveling through it also stretch. The cosmic microwave background therefore serves as a faithful record of how much the universe has expanded and cooled. If cosmic expansion continues indefinitely, light will become increasingly stretched and diluted, approaching a state of near undetectability. Yet absolute zero, -273.15 degrees Celsius, will never be reached. The universe will only approach it asymptotically. From this perspective, we realize that we live in a remarkably special era. Stars still shine. The universe has not yet fallen silent. Light remains abundant, and transformation remains possible. Out of 13.8 billion years of cosmic history, humans exist in this brief moment, able to decode light, ask questions, and contemplate the universe. Science reveals this astonishing structure, and for many, such understanding naturally leads to gratitude for order, law, time, space, and consciousness itself. We live within light and are connected to the universe through it. Every attempt to understand the cosmos ultimately raises a deeper question: through what medium do we experience the world, and what order lies beneath that experience? Light leads us to the laws of nature, and those laws eventually guide us toward the mystery of existence itself. Yet light is not the whole story. It is merely the expression of one of the four fundamental forces: electromagnetism. Gravity shapes galaxies and stars. The strong nuclear force binds atomic nuclei, allowing matter to exist. The weak nuclear force governs particle transformations and radioactive decay, giving direction to time itself. Without any one of these forces, the universe as we know it could not exist. Human perception, however, directly experiences only a tiny portion of this reality. We see and hear within a narrow range of electromagnetic waves. We experience gravity only through its effects. The strong and weak forces remain accessible only through sophisticated experiments. What we perceive is not the totality of the universe, but a thin slice of its vast structure. This realization invites deeper inquiry. Where did these laws originate, and why does the universe possess this particular order? Science explains how laws function, but remains silent on why they exist. At this boundary, philosophy and faith begin. From this view, God is not a constant manipulator of events, but the foundational source that allows consistent law to exist. Lightning, stars, and light itself follow reliable patterns, not chaos. Such order suggests not randomness, but deep coherence. Modern physics continues to explore even deeper possibilities, that the four forces may emerge from a more fundamental unity, or that additional dimensions and hidden laws may exist beyond human perception. Dark matter and dark energy, whose effects are undeniable yet whose nature remains unknown, remind us how much of the universe remains unexplored. What lies beyond perception may still be real. Before radio waves were discovered, they existed. Before atoms were understood, their internal forces still operated. Humanity repeatedly uncovers invisible realities long after they have shaped our world. In recent times, the language of frequency and vibration has become popular, especially in New Age and spiritual discourse. Here, careful distinction is essential. In physics, frequency and vibration are precisely defined, measurable quantities. In spiritual contexts, these terms function as metaphors for emotional states, mental focus, and subjective experience. Confusing the two leads to misunderstanding. Thought does not physically radiate into space as electromagnetic waves that shape external events. Yet inner states influence hormones, behavior, relationships, and decisions, which in turn shape life outcomes. This is not cosmic magnetism, but psychological and social causality. History offers a revealing analogy. Scientists once proposed the existence of an invisible medium called ether, believed necessary for light propagation. Though plausible, experiments failed to detect it, and Einstein's theory of relativity rendered it unnecessary. The concept was abandoned not through neglect, but through rigorous testing. Unlike New Age metaphors, ether was a falsifiable scientific hypothesis. Modern physics does recognize that vacuum is not empty but filled with quantum fields and energy fluctuations. Yet these fields do not carry intention or meaning. They are mathematical structures, not spiritual media. Thus, clarity of language becomes vital. Light and fundamental forces describe physical reality. Mind, consciousness, and meaning belong to another dimension of human existence. Each deserves respect within its own domain. Standing at this boundary, humanity continues to ask, what moves the world, and how shall I live within it? As long as these questions endure, physics and philosophy, light and meaning, can coexist in quiet harmony within the human mind.